Sadaşivasamarambaṁ Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Vam me manasi pratisthita Mano me vaci pratishthitam Aviravirmaheti Vedasya mahani-isthaha Shrutam me ma prahasi Anena dhitena Ahoratram sandadhami Kritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadbhaktaramavatu Avatu bhaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
So we already saw that Uttalaka army and his son Shvetaketu, they go to Gargyayani Chitra, okay, or Gangyayani also there is an alternative reading, to learn about what happens to the jiva after this karma and all is done and the jiva leaves the body. Where does it go? What is the whether anything is there other than this physical body or not also is answered by all these things implicitly. In fact, a similar question is asked by Nachiketas to Yamadharmaraja also in the Kathopanishad. So there he asked that whether after this body is gone, then is there anything which goes, is there anything which survives the death of this physical body? I want to know about that, like that. Then Yamadharma says that no, it is very difficult even for Devatas to understand that. I will give you some whatever, Vahana and dancing girls and all that. Why don't you be satisfied with that? Then Nachiketa says, no, you keep all those things yourself. Tavaiva Vahaha, Tavanritya Gite, like that. So whatever I have asked, you have to teach me that. So being satisfied with this Vairagya, then Yamadharmaraja teaches him, that is the Kathopanishad story. Here also something similar you can say, because the Veda only has to reveal whether there is an Atma which survives the physical body or not, the destruction of the physical body. So this, in fact, Bhashikara Shankaracharya also talks about this, because there are different opinions on this, correct? Nowadays scientists are all saying there is only physical body, everything they are trying to reduce it to brain and all that, or brain activity and things like that. Then even in our tradition, there are different people are having different views about Atma itself. Some people say Atma is Deha Parimana, means it is of the measure of this body or the size of this body. Some others say Atma is Anu, it is of the size of an atom and all that, correct? Anu Parimana. Then there are Buddhists who say that there is no Atma at all. Nairatmyavadis are also there. Shunyavadis. So there are different opinions. So which one is correct? How will you know? There is no consensus about from anybody. The Charvaka says, again, Basmi Bhutasya Dehasya Punaragamanam Kutaha, like that he says. Means once the body is burnt, there is nothing more, nothing is going to come again or survive that. So that kind of a view also has always been there. So if so many views are there, then how do I know that anything survives the body or not? For that also Veda alone is the Praman, understand that. Nobody else can either prove or disprove it. Even if somebody else says something, we cannot take it. But since we have given the status of a valid means of knowledge to the Veda, so we then say that Veda is saying that there is a Deha Vyatirikta Atma. This is how in Sanskritam we say, correct? Other than the Deha, other than the body, there is a self. Okay? The self is other than the physical body. That is the first thing we have to understand. And that self can be even the individual self, Jiva. So that there is a Jiva which surveys the physical body itself is revealed only by the Veda. Understand? There is no other pramana for that. We can't establish it by logic or pratiksha or anything else. But one more thing also, for all the Vedic karma to be meaningful and fruitful, there also has to be a Dehantara Sambandhi Atma. This also the Veda alone has to reveal. Dehantara Sambandhi Atma means what? That this self has to get connected to another body, correct? That's how you are supposed to go to Swarga and have a Deva Sharira, correct? If you have done lot of punya, then the result of that punya is that you go to Devaloka and get a Deva Sharira and enjoy. The Deva Sharira is having more capability than Manushya Sharira to enjoy, correct? And the Devas, the advantage is they don't have to consume something to enjoy it. Paroksha Priyaha Devaha means they don't have to consume something to enjoy it. That means they can keep on enjoying something. Human being, the problem is you enjoy something and you consume it also. But some things are not like that, right? You can read a book and enjoy it, but you have not really consumed it, correct? Knowledge in one way, that way it keeps on giving. That is the beauty. But many other things in our human experience is that once you enjoy it, you consume it also. It goes away. That itself is a problem for us. Okay? So, anyway, this Deva Sharira that you are able to take itself has to be revealed only by the Veda. Right? Even if you say that there is a Atma which surveys the death of the physical body, what happens to that? That also only the Veda has to reveal. That's why all these portions are all talking about that. I mean, the Bhagavad Gita also Bhagavan says the same thing. Correct? So, Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Grinhati Naroparani Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnani Anyani Sanyati Navani Dehi. Correct? There also Bhagavan has established that like even a worn out shirt is thrown away and you wear a new shirt, like that even this physical body is getting worn out. In fact, initially you are praying for so many things. After a certain age, what is the prayer? Anayashena Maranam. Correct? Vina Dainyena Jivanam. So that is the prayer. You want to die without any problem. And also even while living, you want to live without any weakness or any disease and things like that. Correct? Without any dainya, dinata. So you want to live. And even like when you are young, you want to own big houses and all that. After some time, what? You want to go to a retirement place. One room apartment is good enough. Centralized kitchen I don't want even a kitchen. Right? I don't want to cook. I don't want to maintain anything. Maintenance becomes a problem. So that is how it is. So in this, the idea is what? But even otherwise, see, generally, scientifically also we say there is a law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of energy and all. Correct? That being the case, why should life alone be extinguished? Correct? It doesn't make any sense. There has to be a conservation of whatever is living. Correct? That living being also, it makes sense to that there is a conservation of the being which is living. That is the individual conscious being we are talking about, which is the Jiva. So the Jiva also is established by the Veda, and that the Jiva can go and take another body in different lokas or in this loka also. We don't know where the next Janma will be there. Okay? That again depends on your karma. In fact, this particular Upanishad also will talk about that, so we'll see. So now the Chitra is going to talk about that only to this Uddalaka and Shvetaketu. So here, let us see. So he says, Saho Vacha Ye Va Eka Ekecha Asmal Lokat Prayenti Chandramasam Evate Sarve Gachanti. So initially what he is saying, this now the Chitra is now addressing these two who have come to learn from him. Then he says, see, once whoever it is, okay, those whoever, Yecha, Eke, Asman Loka, Prayanti, those who live from this Loka means what? Loka is whatever you are living here right now, this Prithvi, and they are leaving means they are leaving the physical body, and then they are going Prayanti. And where do they go? Everybody only goes to the Chandrama Samevate Sarve Gachanti. They are all going to the moon. The moon as a Devata we have to consider here. So they are going to the Chandra. Wherever Chandra Devata is there, everybody goes there only. Okay. Then what? Tesham Pranehi Purva Pakshe Apyayate. Now this Chandra itself has a waxing fortnight and waning fortnight and all that. Correct? There is a Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. So whoever goes there, due to their prana, this Chandra itself is nourished or it is apyayate, means that's how it is becoming bright, it seems. Because these people have all come with all their punya and all that. So now Chandra itself is nourished by that or it is becoming bright during the Shukla Paksha. Then but during Krishna Paksha what happens? Ata apara pakshe na prajanayati. So in the apara paksha means the other paksha, which is Krishna Paksha. So here the commentator is giving an analogy of a king. Okay. See, when the king is having lot of money in his treasury, king is able to have a lot of servants and all the whatever, he is able to employ a lot of people. Correct? And they all serve the king. Means the king is now enjoying the service of all the whoever is working for him. Correct? The government servants. But if the king himself is not very wealthy, he has become bankrupt or he doesn't have money in the treasury, or some other king has come and looted, if this king is no more able to pay, means even the servants will leave, right? They are not going to serve you if you don't have yourself money. So like that, in the Krishna Paksha, means moon itself is losing its luster, correct? So at that time, again the moon is like the king who doesn't have money in the treasury, and so there are nobody who is serving and all that, so you are losing your shine, you can say, so to speak. So, na prajanayati. Sukla Pakshena, also some people read it. Here, see, here, this here, you can see apara pakshe, na prajanayati is there. But that na can become a third case also. Apara pakshena, prajanayati means, the another meaning is whoever has gone there to the Chandra Loka, during the Krishna Paksha, it sends them back to wherever they have to go, to another life. That way also they are taking meaning. Instead of na, the apara prakshena, like that you can take. And prajanayati means it is now sending them for further, it is giving them a new birth and all that. Okay? And so, okay, here the connection, commentator is giving a connection saying, if everybody is going to the moon, but Veda is saying Swarga Kamo Jyotishto Mene Jayata, like that, correct? And in general, what do we say is, all the Vaidika karma, even if no phala is mentioned, Swarga is the phala like that. So Vaidika karma you are doing to go to Swarga, but here you are saying you are going to moon. What is this? Is it not contradictory? So that's why now the Shruti itself is saying, no, they will go to Swarga, but what is the thing here? It is saying, Etad vai Swargasya Lokasya Dwaram. So they all come here first, but it is like the entrance or the lobby of the building to which you are going, right? Swarga, if it is the building, moon is like the lobby, you have to first go there. From there only whether you enter or you are pushed out and all that, that will be decided there, okay? So this is the Swarga Lokasya Dwaram. So there is no contradiction here. So everybody comes here and this is the Dwara. Okay. So yes, Yaha Chandrama. Okay, here another interesting thing. Tam yat pratyaha tam atisrijate. Okay, here See, already he asked in his question, are you going to send me to some Samritam or Bhuktam, like that Loka and all that, correct? That is basically about Brahmajnana only. Those who are not interested in all this Loka, those who already have Chitta Shuddhi, but even they could have done a lot of karma and upasana and all that, correct? Now even they come to this moon, and moon is saying, now you go to Swarga. But now they say, Pratyaha means they are saying, I am not interested in all that. Okay? Then the moon then sends them directly to Brahmaloka, because they are now fit for Brahmajnanam. That Brahmajnanam you can learn in the Brahmaloka from Brahmaji. So that's how the commentator is saying, they will all now, also to go to Brahmaloka, there are special people are Ativahikaha, like that is said in one another Upanishad also. Ativahik, Vahanam or Vahati means to carry, correct? This Ativahikaha are the people who will carry you from wherever they are there in the moon to the Brahmaloka and all that. So that Atisrijate means this moon is now creating all this Ativahikaha. They will take these people now because they are not interested in the regular Loka and all that. So they will go. Okay, so further what? Ya enam pratyaha tam iha vrishtihi bhutva varshati. But those who are interested to go to Swargaloka, okay, for them what it does, now they all are born again in the form of rain. The moon creates the rain, and in that rain all these people are all now going as part of that, in the Megha, they enter the clouds or the whatever, it is a mandala, like that we have to understand. It is a sphere of these clouds, they enter, and from there they all become part of the rain. And it rains in different places. So again they may go to Swargaloka also, but some of them fall in this loka due to the rain, means they again come back to earth. Okay, that is said here. So here, Vrittihi Bhutva Varshati, and some of them what? Iha. Iha means now they again come back to the earth now, because of the whatever karma they have done. Whoever, or even those who have gone to Swarga also, they have again be born back here. Because even in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Abrahma Bhonan Lokan Punaravarti Nojuna. Punaravarti means what? We have to return back. Wherever you go, there is no concept of eternal heaven. Understand? For us, heaven is karma phala. So only till the punya is there, you will be there in the heaven also. Because once the punya, kshine punye matye lokam vishanti. Like once the punya is gone, then you have to come back. So even that way you can take. They have, whoever has to come back to the earth, they are all coming through the rain, only they come back to the earth, it seems. Okay. So again, whether you want to believe all these things literally or it is like metaphorically it is said, but that is how it is said. They are all coming back in the form of rain. And then what? Through the rain they enter into different bodies. Okay, because the rain is the one which nourishes everything, right from plants and insects and all other animals. Everything is dependent on the rain for its very living itself. And once they come here, what? They can take any kind of body. So there is no guarantee that you will become human being again. So Upanishad is saying what? Saiya Kitaha va, Patangaha va, Shakunihi va, Shardulaha va, Simhaha va, Matsyaha va, Parashva va, Purushaha va, Anyaha va, Yeteshu Sthaneshu, Pratyajayate. So all this Kita means some like insects like ant and all that, correct? Pikivikadi. Or Patanga means bigger like grasshopper and things like that, okay? Patanga. And then what else? Shakuni means birds. Pakshi is called Shakuni. Shardula means tiger. Vyaghra. Or lion, Simha. Or fish. Or snakes. So basically I think here all types of life forms are covered, right? right from insects and whatever is living in the crocodiles are also. The commentator says from Matsya, it is only all these things are only Upalakshana. Va is there. By Va you also have to include other types of life forms. So basically, this is not like an exhaustive list or anything. This is only an indicatory list. From this you have to assume that all types of life forms are considered, are to be taken. So you can take any of these life forms. In fact, in the Bhagavata it is said that some 84 lakh species are there. So you can take any form in that, including Stavara and including plants and all that also will come. Understand that? So he says that Anya is there, correct? Anyaha va yeteshu is there finally. Including Purushaha means human being. Purushaha va means, the commentator is saying, not man alone, that va includes Nari also, women also. So either you may be born as a man or a woman. And Anyaha means everything else including plants and all that. Okay? Yeteshu sthaneshu pratyajayaka means what? Sthana here is basically the body conscience complex only. So in that you will be born. And what is the basis for this? Okay, it cannot be random, right? Otherwise then Bhagavan will become whatever, a tyrant and all that. So yatha karma, yatha vidyam, like that. It is based on your own karma and whatever upasana. Here vidya is, yatha vidya means in keeping with the upasana and in keeping with the karma you have done. And again here, the karma also can be shubha karma, ashubha karma and all that. Can be punya, papa or mishra. And in fact, in general it is said that all these lower life forms means it is all papa pradhana. And deva sharira etc. are punya pradhana. And manushya is mishra, means both are there. Both papa punya, if you have to exhaust, then you get the manushya life. So Puja Swamiji, my Guruji used to say that means all human beings are really mishras only. But some people have mishra as the surname, correct? But all human beings are really mishra only. Okay? So yatha karma, yatha vidyam, that's how you get. Okay? So now you are born here, and assuming you are born as a human being, so you have come here, tam agatam, prichati, kositi. So you are born as a human being here, then a wise man, your guru will ask, who are you? Okay? So then how do you answer that? So if you are, means who are you, why he is asking to know whether you understand yourself as somebody who is other than all this body mind sense complex, or you are identifying with that. Okay? So deha vilakshanaha, like that you are considering yourself or not. So in that context only, the Guru is now asking you, Kosi, who are you? But even Govinda Bhagavad is supposed to have asked Shankaracharya. Right? Shankaracharya went all the way to Omkareshwar, Narmada Tira, to the banks of Narmada. Even now there is a temple there. You can go to Omkareshwar and go there. It's like a small cave. So there he met. Then he asked, who are you? Kosi. Then he is supposed to have sung that Dashashloki is there. Okay? Very famous. So like that, of course, if you are already having that jnanam like Vamadeva and all that, you will answer. But here what? Here the answer is in keeping with the, considering the physical body, whatever body one has, now the answer is being given. What is that? Tam prati bruyat. So to the Guru, now this having been asked, who are you? The answer is being given. What is the answer? Now he is saying, Vichakshana Ritavaha Reta Avritam. So Vichakshana means somebody who is wise and all that. Okay? Wisdom. So here, Vichakshana Ritavaha Reta Avritam. So Avritam means gathered, collected and all that. So Vichakshanat Ritavaha means here the Ritu Swarupa is Chandramaswami. Chandrama only, we say that the seasons are all caused by the moon. Okay. So the Chandrama is supposed to be the Ritu Swarupa, the different seasons, and it is also wise in the sense that it has the capability to host all these people, correct, who are supposed to have all these different experiences. So it is called as Vichakshana. From this wise moon you can stay, or the one who is capable of all this, such a moon who is also in the form of all the seasons. This Retaha means here semen it is. Okay, this is I first start, or I am collected in the form of this semen, and then what? Pancha Jashat Prasuta Vitriyavataha. Again the moon also is having all this fortnights, correct? 15 days. Again you have Shukla Paksha, 15 days, Krishna Paksha and all that. So the moon who is of this form, who is also having this different Pakshas, and from that moon only I have been collected in the form of this Pretas. And then what? Here, Panchadashat Prasuta Pitriyavataha. Also the moon is also in the form of the Pitruloka, it is said. Okay. So all these things are all adjectives for the moon actually. Basically, because you have gone to the moon and you are coming back from there, right? That is what is referenced here. And then, once you are there in the form of this Retas, Tanma Pumsi Kartari Yerayadham. Now here, I am now placed in a man. Okay. You are coming through the Vrishti and then you get placed in the man. That is how it is said. Because that once the Vrishti comes, it is becoming Anna. And then that Anna Rasa only enters the man. And then this Retas is placed there. But this, who is doing that? Simply it is saying Yerayadham only is there. So here our commentator comes to our help. Who is the agent means he says that Panchagni Vidya Devatas only do this. Because this thing about this going and coming in the form of rain also is mentioned in a Upasana called Panchagni Vidya. Understand that? This Panchagni Vidya also is there. So since this is also similar here, he is saying that here the Devatas only, with their blessing only, again see, for us everything the Devatas blessing has to be there. Understand that? Yesterday also I was talking to you about it, correct? So even that Retas also is getting placed in the man with the blessings of the Devata alone, those Panchagni Vidya Devatas. And then further what? Pumsa, Kartra, Matari, Masishiktaha. Again from the man also, with the blessings of the Devatas only, again it is placed in the mother, Matari. So from there then I am born, it is saying Sajayamanaha, Upajayamanaha. So then I am born. So like this whole birth and all is described here. Who are you means this person is talking about all these things, how I am born. And then Upajayamanaha Dvadasha Trayodasha Upamasaha. So again I am living year by year, correct? And the year in our Panchanga can either be of 12 months or of 13 months. The year itself is called Upamasaha here because it is made up of months only, correct? So the Samvatsara mostly it is of 12 months, but every 4 years or something we have the Adhika Masa and all that, correct? And it is supposed to be special. In fact, in our Panchanga, whenever the Adhika Masa is there, you are supposed to do whatever, some Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karmani, which are supposed to be more efficacious if you do in the Adhika Masa. We have that. So that is mentioned here also. So I am now, I am living year by year. That is what is mentioned here. And also I am living with my father. So Dvadasha Trayodashena Pitra San. So I am also there with my father. who is also living nearby there. So Dvadasha Trayodashena Pitrasanna. And further what? Tat Videham Prati Tat Videham. So here, either I know the truth, Tat Videham means, how do I live? With the knowledge of this Brahman, I live, or without the knowledge of the Brahman also, I live means only some people really are wise, correct? They know, have this knowledge. While living itself, they have this knowledge of this Satya Vastu. Or otherwise you don't know. Pratitat Videham means one may be also living without this knowledge. But whatever may be, now what here, there is a prayer. What is that? Tan me ritavaha amartyave arabadham. So here that vigraha is missing. It should be amartyave. Okay? That or generally after a visarga, the akara can be there. Understand that. Even if the akara is there, by grammar rule it can go away. So basically now this to the ritus, the seasons, means here moon only. The devata only are praying that they start blessing me so that I will have this immortality. Okay, so as a jiva, what you want? You want freedom from all limitations. That is only it's called amartya way. So amritatva basically, immortality, and again for this immortality, what is the sadhana you have to do? Correct? It's not that they have to bless, that is also there, but then it should also be that you also have to do your sadhana. So here tena satyena tapasarturu. Okay, tapasartur asmi ritavaha asmi. So here again the sandhi is slightly difficult if you don't know. Arthavosmi is there, correct? That is, the r will become ar. Okay, it's not a very common sandhi, so you may miss it or you may be scratching your head. But it is ritavaha asmi. Okay, and again the yakara is e actually. Asmi ritavaha will become asmyartha, like that. So basically here we are saying that I am the one who is making all this great effort towards that also. I need your blessings also, but I am also making this effort myself. And then by that what I become, first I pray to the Ritavaha. Now what? Once I gain knowledge, what do I say? I am the Ritu only. Ritavaha Asmi means here the seasons are like time only, correct? This kala. So I am kalosmi. I am not really, see, you want to become immortal means you want to transcend time. Then how do you do that? It's not that I am in time, like I said, correct? But here what you are saying, time itself is me. Time doesn't have any existence other than in me. I only give the very existence to the time. Without me there is no time or anything. Neither there is any space nor any time. So Ritavosmi here is really Kalosmi. By this knowledge of Kalosmi only you can become Amrita. Understand? So once this is said, again what the Guru is asking, Kosi. Means now what the Shishya says, Tomasi. So I am no different from you, or whatever knowledge you have, that same vision I also have. Tomasi iti. Once this person knows this much knowledge is there, then what? Tam atisrijate. Means now this person is ready to go to other lokas. Okay? Okay. He is now sent further to Brahmaloka and all that. So that is what is said in the next. Sa etam devayanam panthanam asadhya agnilokam agacchati. So he goes in the path of the devas. And first where does he go? He reaches the Agniloka. And from there what? Sa Vayu Lokam. Then he goes to the Vayu Loka. Sa Varuna Lokam. Then he goes to the Varuna Loka. Sa Aditya Lokam. Then he goes to the Aditya Loka. Basically he transcends all these lokas. That's what we have to understand here. Sa Indra Lokam. Then Indra Loka. Sa Prajapati Lokam. Okay. So Prajapati is bigger than all the Devatas also. In fact, all Devatas are supposed to be the Amsani of the Prajapati. Okay, that is how it is looked at. Because even in an individual's body, how Devatas are functioning, correct? Like we said, Adhisthana Devatas are there. Like that in the Samashti, Prajapati is the Samashti. Then in the Prajapati's body, all these Samashti Devatas are all functioning. They all make up the organs of the Prajapati. Like that Prajapati is looked at, that Prajapati is Loka, and from there finally what? Sa Brahma Lokam. So finally he goes to the Brahma Loka.
Prajapati and Brahma, are they also looked at to be similar?
Sometimes we have this, they are used similar synonymously also, but sometimes it is looked at differently because Brahma here in Samashti, Hiranyagarbha and Prajapati sometimes are looked at synonymously, but sometimes the Hiranyagarbha is simply the Sukshma Samashti and Prajapati means maybe even Stula or Virat. So here the two things are mentioned, Prajapati Loka and Brahma Loka is separate. So he goes to the Brahma Loka. And in that Brahma Loka, what all he experiences are also is given here. It is funny, or it is interesting in fact. Anyway, okay. So we will see that in the next class. In fact, this chapter will go a little bit faster hereafter, so that because there are 4 chapters and it's a big Upanishad, we have to complete. We will see. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.